About everything. Okay, so it's time for the demo. I'm sitting in a chair. And this stick is gonna represent a private part, and I'm gonna show you how to tie. And tying is really important. If you tie properly, everything else is just super easy. If you tie improperly, it could be painful, or you could get an injury. So tying is really important. Tying is everything with this. So the first thing you want to do, and you want to make this comfortable, but at the same time you want it as snug and as tight as possible, but not too tight where you cut off circulation and hurt yourself. So you need a healthy balance between those two things. So the first thing that I do is just the way I do things. You want something that's to make it something soft and comfortable for you. Some people they say in the book that you should use silk, but I don't use silk. I use cotton. So it's like a leg warmer. And so this stick, this part represents a penis. So this is the entire thing, balls, everything. So you want to have the entire thing on one side, and you want to wrap behind that. So you don't want to have the penis separated from the balls. You want everything on one side. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your, the whole purpose of this is for cushioning, so there won't be any extra, like too much tension on your tool. So you want to take this and you want to wrap it as tight as you can. Wrap it as tight as you can, and you want to wrap this around the base as tight as you can get it, and make a cushion. And if you need, you can do it twice. You can add two. But after you do that, then you have the rope. You have the rope and the weight. And as you can see, this is the rope, and this is the weight. This is the weight that I use. And you want to make sure that there's, when you put the tension in the rope, that you're relatively close to the ground. You don't want to be too high off the ground. You want to be close to the ground to where when you stand up, you're lifting the weight off the ground pretty easily. You don't want to have to struggle with that. So make sure you're close to the ground. So I have the tension in the rope, and then I start wrapping the base on the cushion, wrapping the base on the cushion. And what I do is I wrap like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then I change direction. I go back this way, and I wrap the same way again. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then I change direction again, and I wrap the other way, counterclockwise or clockwise, whichever way. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And even sometimes you want to go, see, I'm going in front of the rope, but you can even switch it up and go behind the rope. So I reverse this, and I go this time behind the rope. So behind the rope, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, like so. And you just continue until you run out of rope. And you want to keep changing the position, and the whole purpose of changing the position is that you don't have tension on just one place. You want the tension spread out on your tool. You don't want the tension in one place, because if the tension is in one place, then it puts too much stress on one place. You want to spread the stress out as much as you can. And you basically repeat the process. The more wraps you do, the more secure you'll be. And stay mindful of not wrapping yourself too tight to where it's painful or where you cut off circulation. So after you finish after you use up all of your rope, and you've wrapped it as much as you want to wrap it, you can just go here and you can just tie this. You can tie it in a knot easily, like this, and just boom, it's tied. And then it's all done. It's all done. And if you notice, I can just pick this up off the ground. There won't be any slippage or anything. You just look easily. It's easily off the ground. easily picked up off the ground. It's that easy. So that's the entire process. And if you notice, nothing's slipping. Even if I swing it, there's nothing slipping. The rope's not moving. It's secure. No problem. And if you're doing this, and if there's any type of discomfort or anything, any type of pain whatsoever, because there shouldn't be any pain or problems, you just simply just drop the weight down. Just let the weight go. There's no reason to get hurt doing this. Just let the weight go.
So in this step, which it's basically the first step after the preparation, actually. So now I'm set up, and I have the weight down here. I have 21 and a half, actually 11 and a half kgs, about 25 pounds. And you know, it won't be the same for everybody. Obviously, it all depends on your strength and how long you've been doing it, and you know, your progression along all of this. So right now, I usually do mine for time. I have everything all wrapped up. I have everything all wrapped up like I just showed you. And here I'm about to set my timer up for 5 minutes. All right, so I started my time, and I have my weight on the floor, and I'm about to stand up with it. And I'm not in a hurry to stand up with it and to do anything. No sudden moves or anything. The weight is relatively, feels pretty good because it's not too much for me. I've been doing this for a while with the same weight. And so now I'm standing up, and if you notice, I'm able to stand up straight. I'm able to stand up straight with this. And so basically here, I just focus and I concentrate. Focus and I concentrate. And it's going to be a slight bit of discomfort because I'm holding weight to myself. And basically, energy is building up. Like the pressure or the discomfort that I'm experiencing. The energy is building up, and so you know, energy is building, and while the energy is building, I'm concentrating. I have my concentration deep inside. Keep my concentration deep inside. I stay very focused. I'm talking to you right now, so I'm a little bit distracted right now, but I keep my concentration deep inside, and I focus on on using the strength of my groin to hold this weight, and not only my groin, but everything that's connected to my groin. You know, you don't think about it as just groin, you think about it as everything that is connected to. Basically, your groin is connected to you. So all of your internal organs, from the bottom all the way up to the top, is all connected, all the way up till you get up into your brain and your pituitary gland. It's all connected, and they all support one another. So, you know, during this, you're strengthening that. You're strengthening that whole chain of organs from the bottom all the way up to the very top. And you're just focusing. You're breathing normally. Again, I'm standing straight up. I don't have to bend over or anything like that. If you have to bend over, I think it's a sign that you have too much weight. And you just focus, and there shouldn't be any discomfort. If you notice, I mean, it should be a little some stress, but no discomfort. If you notice, I can talk to you, and I'm not having trouble talking to you, if you have trouble talking or breathing or something like that, then it's probably too much weight. You should probably back off a little bit. And yeah, I just keep my focus going. I'm waiting for my time to go out. I have 1 minute and 25 seconds left here, and you just basically, this is a form of meditation. So you want to make sure that you got some deep concentration going on. Right now, I'm not meditating because I'm doing a demonstration for you. But usually you want everything, want your whole setup geared toward meditation. And I have a bright light on right here, even though it's early morning. Usually I would have the light off because it's actually annoying me. But for instructional purposes, I have the light going, and I'm basically just waiting the time out. If you look, there's my weight dangling. And you want to focus on your stomach, your lower stomach area, and you want to pull up. You want to use your mind to pull up. This is not just a physical thing. It's very much you're getting your whole body involved. So you want to use your mind to think into it. This is a form of meditation. You want to use your mind. Time went off. You want to use your mind. You want to use your breathing. You want to use your breathing to focus that and use that as strength and energy to pull upward against the force that's pulling down. You want to use your eyes, your vision, your internal eye, your inside eye view to focus and pull the energy up. You want to use all of your resources that you have inside to support this. You want to get your whole body and your whole essence involved in this. And again, it's a form of meditation. It's teaching you how to unify yourself and strengthen yourself and access as many of your resources as possible. And you may even learn that you have other resources inside of you that you never knew that you were able to tap into. Okay, so I just got finished with my 5 minutes. So now I'm going to do a meditative exercise. This is real important because all of that Jing energy that I just generated from doing that weightlifting exercise is I've generated a huge amount of energy. Now I don't want that energy to go to waste. So I'm going to circulate that energy, and I want to focus my mind on getting that energy and recruiting that energy into my chi energy, which I could take the chi energy and convert the chi energy to shen energy, which is spiritual energy. But I could use that energy to recirculate through my body and heal myself. And you do it through a form of this is a form of meditation. You could even call it like Tai Chi or whatever. But so basically, now what I want to do is, I stand up. And there's an orbit in your body called a microcosmic orbit. And microcosmic orbit, it goes up the front and down the back. It's in a circle like this, up the front, down the back. So what I want to do is I want to get the energy moving through that orbit. I want it flowing through that orbit. So I'm gonna use some movement, and I'm also using my mind. I'm also using my eyes to look inside of my body as all of this is happening. I'm also using my breathing. I'm using everything that I have, all of my resources. I'm concentrating them and unifying them as one to do this form of meditation. So again, that orbit, you want to get that orbit going here. And you want to Now I'm doing all these fancy moves, right? But you know, it's not that important, like exactly how I do it or what type of movement I do. Most important thing is to get your mind working, and if it takes moving to get your mind working, you do that. You move, and you know, just like if you went out, you went out dancing. Everybody dances in a different way. So you know, you do this your way. You just get that energy moving, and I'm just getting that energy going in this circle, up the front, down the back, and while you're doing all of this, you want your tongue pressed up against the roof of your mouth. That completes the circuit of the orbit, or the energy that's going up the front and down the back. And again, the energy is going up the front of you, through. It's going up the front of you. Your tongue is pressed up to the roof of your mouth, and it's going up your face and down the back of your head, down to your sacrum, and from your sacrum to your groin area and back up the front. So you're concentrating and you're thinking about that energy. And again, you do your movement the way that you do. This is how I do. It'll be a little different from everyone, and you want to get your breathing going with it. You want to have your mind focused and concentrated while you're doing this. You know, I'm making the video, so obviously I can't focus as much as I need to because I'm, you know, showing you. And you're getting that, you're circulating that energy through your body, the energy that you just created, that Jing energy. And you know, you're recruiting that Jing energy to your chi energy system. And you know, your chi energy system is what you can use very much in your physical body to heal a lot of things and to rejuvenate a lot of things. So I just created a lot of energy from, you know, my sexual energy ability, and you know, it didn't involve any sex, but but my sexual organ does have its own energy, and you don't have to use sex to access the energy. You can use the energy for sex, you know, that's up to you, but you can also use the energy to heal and to strengthen yourself and to enhance other parts of your life. If you have to shut everything out, close your eyes so that there's no distractions around you when you're doing this. And again, you know, I'm talking to you, so there's lots of distractions, but you know, I'm into this. This is meditation. This is meditative practice. Even though I'm standing up, moving around, meditation is going. There's extreme concentration going on here. I'm utilizing all of my resources, my breathing, my vision, my inner mind's eye, my imagination, everything, because all of that belongs to you, and all of that carries power, especially when you unify it. And then the last thing you want to do is you want to take all that energy you circulated, and you want to ground it somewhere, and you want to ground it here in this area right here behind your navel, about a couple inches behind your navel. You want to bring the energy here, you know, in your mind, your imagination, with your body, everything. You want to bring that energy here, and you want to store it there. You want to store it there. You want to store it there. You want to store it. You want to store it. And the place you store it is called the Tantian. Tantian. So that's it.
So now I'm going to talk about taking this practice to the next level. Now, the stuff I've talked about in this video about strengthening your sexual organ and reaping those benefits of doing so, that's a good place to start for anyone. It wouldn't hurt anyone to do it, but there are some things you should know how to do, some preparation techniques, even some spiritual preparation techniques that would be good to know before you even start. But I don't think that they're essential, but they're very recommended. Here, I'm going to recommend a couple of books that are really important if you want to take these practices to the next level, and also enhance the practice within itself. And a lot of this information is preparatory stuff. It's really important to be warmed up thoroughly before you do these practices. I didn't really talk about it for the woman or for the man. A woman, it would benefit them to be somewhat aroused state first before they start the whole process. And there's a couple of exercises that a woman can do to enhance that and help increase that ability, your ability to warm up and your ability to cope with the exercise and other things. Now, here, a good book for women, it's Healing Love Through the Tao, Cultivating Female Sexual Energy. It's a pretty good book. I'm in the process of reading it now. I've read it, but I'm rereading it and learning things. But a couple of exercises that a woman can do: cultivating ovarian power, ovarian breathing. Something called ovarian breathing. It's a meditative technique. And in this video earlier, I showed you my meditative technique that a man or a woman could do by circulating your Jing energy through the microcosmic orbit, or circulating that chi energy through the microcosmic orbit. And there's another exercise activity called the orgasmic upward draw, a way to increase sexual potential. And here, breast massage tells you about breast massage, and breast massage warms you up and gets everything working because you're activating sexual energy here. And breast massage is a way to get everything working. And also here it says characteristics of the organ step-by-step guide. I think this applies to both male and female, because again, your sexual organ is attached to all of your organs. As you strengthen your ability, for a man particularly, or even woman also, to hold weight, then you strengthen that entire chain, starting from your groin all the way up to your brain and your pineal gland. So, you start from the base and you strengthen all the way up to the top. And for men, there's a book for men. This information comes from, I think, Master Muntak Chia, a Taoist. How do you call it? He's the face of Taoism, or a prophet of Taoism. I don't want to call him a prophet because Taoism is not a religion. It's more of a philosophy, but it's more than a philosophy also. But the book for men, Taoist Secrets of Love, Cultivating Male Sexual Energy. It's a good book. Another one I have that I bought long ago, and I'm rereading it again. And there's some exercises called like testicle breathing. I know even there's even exercise where you give yourself a testicle massage. That's a good warm up method. It helps you actually be able to hold more weight when you're doing the activity. Yeah, it's called it's this here, scrotal compression. That's it. And then power lock. I forgot how the power lock works, or even what it is. And of course, semen retention. Men lose huge amounts of life force throughout a lifetime through losing their semen, and it talks about that and explains it. So these are some good references to take things to the next level. This isn't everything, of course, but you do things you start one thing at a time. And I'm starting you off in this video by just basically, recommending that strengthen your sexual organs. It's a fountain of youth. It makes your whole life better. It makes your sex life better. But I recommend, if you're doing it, abstinence. And something that I didn't mention earlier in the video that I think is really important also is that if you're doing these exercises and you want to, if you're having sex at the same time, you want to separate these exercises from your sex sessions. You want to keep them separate. Or if you can't keep them separate, you want to be real gentle with your workout. You don't want to do anything heavy or anything aggressive if you're having sex and then you're doing the exercises like one after another. So it's real important to really pace yourself on these things if you don't do too much at one time, and really respect this practice. And don't just, hopefully no one's just seeing it as a way to have better sex. Hopefully everyone's thinking bigger than that. So that's it. That's my video. That's everything. Thank you so much for sitting through all this, listening to my thoughts, and listening to me explain. I hope you took something from it. I hope it's enlightening for you. And drop a comment if you like. Let me know what's going on, or drop me an email if you like. I'm building things and learning things, and as insight comes to me, and I'm just trying to be better day by day. And sometimes I think of things, and sometimes things just come to me through instincts, and it's all interesting. It all feels good, and I appreciate and love it all. Thank you so much. I love you. And I love you all. You take care of yourself. And until next time, I'm gone.